We've established a foundation in 2005, which was a couple of years into the history of the business, and born out of a number of reasons really. I think the first thing was that my own belief is that a business doesn't just serve its shareholders, it should serve the community around it as well.
Nigel and I sat down and we'd both given our donations for Children in Need, which is a fantastic charity. But I think it's one of those things where you make your donation but you don't actually see where the benefit of that money goes.
So we came back with the idea obviously that we want to benefit the community, we want to serve it better. As a business, what can we do to help? So we launched the More Foundation. And because we're, big fellas, but we're all soft at heart really. We wanted to support disabled and disadvantaged children in our area. We had encountered some youngsters who were really suffering through lack of money and poverty and hunger, and not a million miles from here, and that was a real shock. It was a proper eye-opener for us, and we thought, well, we need to make a difference there if we possibly can. So the More Foundation was born. Charles coming on board this year, that was a great asset. Charles' professionalism and his sort of a business acumen and his ideas and his input and his enthusiasm for everything.
He invited me to come to take a table to function in 2011, which I went to, and I saw I really appreciated the work they'd done for it, and also the film that they showed, which told me about the More Foundation. I was really knocked out with that because it just showed fantastic sort of smaller deserving people that Nigel could get straight to immediately, where they wouldn't have access to a bigger charity or be able to fundraise or anything themselves. I really was knocked out with it. And I tried to help on a couple of things, and then Nigel asked me to be a trustee, which I immediately said yes.
Well, it's fair to say over the last 12 months it really has increased, certainly with Charles coming on board, and Nigel's also personally put an awful lot of effort into it, and Lee Martin becoming a patron.
I think we jointly agreed to ask Lee Martin to be a patron, which is excellent, a very good sort of ambassador.
Well, I met Nigel at Old Trafford probably 3 or 4 years ago, and he approached me and asked me if I'd like to be a patron of the More Foundation, and told me what it was all about, and raising money for whatever we can do for the young kids in the area. And as soon as he asked me, I said yes straight away. And it's something that I think is very important to give something back to the community.
I think it's like anything, you associate with charities, you could have monthly donations or things like that, and that's how we'd like to build it, but it's all about, like anything, brand awareness, and that's what we want to push really. As much as I'd like to take the credit of Little M, it was actually Nigel Garner, the chairman, that came up with the idea. It probably says something about what goes on in his mind, I don't know.
Little M's a legend, he's a star. Little M was he just evolved somewhere in the back of my mind, just looking at the logo and the imagery, and I thought there's this little character in there, and with the charity being aimed at children and youngsters, who needs to be promote that affection, that fun, that bit of energy into the charity as well, rather than just being the More Foundation. But we find that fundraising, the very word itself, begins with fun. And we do it through a number of events. What we've had is our golf day, where a lot of local business people and guys in the area all got together and had a great day at Warrington Golf Club there, who were absolutely superb with their support, and the facilities that day were wonderful. We had a fabulous day and raised an awful lot of money. And then over and above that, this year one of our first events we've done is a pro celebrity football match, which we've never done before, but we thought, well, let's give it a go, see what happens. And we got great support from another charity in the area called Once Upon a Smile. They sent their team of TV celebrities, TV actors down, and we put together a team of footballing legends, obviously stemming from Lee Martin's involvement with the foundation. He got together a number of Premiership legends.
In my day job, I work for Bournemouth Football Club. It's a lot. We a lot of stuff I do in the community work at Bournemouth, so a lot of that is working with disadvantaged children, people and young adults with special needs. So this is quite close to my home, and it's an excellent cause, what obviously Nigel's doing a great job with.
Good for two great causes. It's times like this when you're trying to give something back to communities, back to people who are not as fortunate as us. So here we are, and hopefully raise a lot of money.
Obviously, the annual ball that we hold that will theme the Princess Ball, the Black Tie and Bermudas Ball, the All That Glitters Ball, as we've got this year. And these are great events which really allow us the opportunity to showcase the foundation, to celebrate what the foundation's done with the people that it's helped, with the supporters who've helped benefit these people, and bring everyone together and enjoy themselves.
I think it's a brilliant concept, really, that they've obviously sort of spread themselves over many charities over the last year, and they've helped out quite a wide variety of different deserving people, and which is actually a really good idea, as opposed to just focusing on one particular group. They've obviously been raising loads of money and have spread it across just about everybody who could need it across the northwest. It's great. It's really, really worthy.
It's nice to give something back because there's a lot of kids, a lot of people out there that are not as fortunate as we are, and it is nice to give something back.
I think it was really that desire to make a difference. We encountered lots of youngsters in and around the sort of the northwest region through different events we went to, who they were life was giving them a bad hand, really, and through no fault of their own. For whatever reason, life had brought hardship to them, which a little bit of financial support to bring about practical changes for them would really improve the quality of their life.
The foundation has benefited a number of different cases. It's been anything from, I remember there was a young chap that was going to university, and unfortunately his family couldn't afford a laptop. We helped fund that, and then it's also benefited terminally ill children.
We've benefited so many youngsters over the 8 years to date that the foundation's been running, and by many ways of sending youngsters who are suffering from terminal illness, allowing them the opportunity to achieve lifetime ambitions and fulfil dreams and things like this. And that's involved sending them to places like Euro Disney to meet Mickey Mouse and have experiences like that. That has a byproduct of the benefit of that is not only does it help the person, the individual, the youngster that we're working with, but their siblings as well, who, life's probably been put on hold for them because, quite rightly, the focus is on the youngster who's suffering.
Jessica was born with a rare condition called Jones thoracic dystrophy. Her chest wall doesn't grow on its own, so it restricts her lungs. She's had titanium chest expansion twice, to expand her chest wall to give her the room, hoping that her lungs will grow. They've not grown as well as we thought that they would grow, so she'll never have the reserve what she needs to breathe her own. Hence the reason she's ventilated.
Every member of our staff love their job. Although it can be very heartbreaking at times, very challenging at times, to watch a magic moment in a child's face or a magic moment in a mother's eyes is priceless.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for our holiday. We had a lovely
Holiday
with our family.
Every year, thousands and thousands of children are born with disabilities, and our goal is quite simple, and that is to help as many local children with these special needs as we can. It was about 6 years ago, Nigel Garner from the Moore Foundation inquired of Helsby Golf Club about holding their charity day here. And then we were amazed that Nigel said, what we will do is the funds that we raise on the day, we'll present them to your powered wheelchair appeal. so that you will be able to present a powered wheelchair to a young kiddie.
I'm a great believer in giving back, and that we're prepared to help. So I think giving things back to people quite not as fortunate, I know it might sound a little bit glib, but I absolutely believe in that.
That I heard of once in a love.
Personally, I would like to thank Nigel and Frank and all the staff at More Finance for the tremendous work that they do for their foundation. I know from first hand what a difference it makes to kiddies' lives, and all I would like to say is keep up the good work.
The More has been a lovely contact for us to have. It gives us something when we feel that we're not getting very far sometimes with our families, and we want to help them so much more. We know we've got somewhere to turn who will help us give them something special.